Hi everyone, in this video we are going to talk about the best exam study tip. This is a piggyback off of my previous video, retaining more knowledge. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. Before we get started, my name is Nadria and I am with the Works Enrichment Services, where our goal is to help you build a better life surrounding business, career, education, finance, and goal strategies. So the first thing that you really want to do is to schedule out your study time. Treat your schooling similar to a business or a job, and just plan your week out by planning out the days and the times that you are going to study. Now, if you are in college, I highly suggest that once you get your syllabus, in the beginning of the semester, start scheduling out your study time. It is ideal that for every credit hour that you have, you want to be studying for at least 2 hours per week. So that means if you have worth of 6 credit hours of classes, you want to study at least 12 hours a week until you can understand the material. Try to schedule out the study time well in advance of the exams, like weeks, if not months in advance. That way, you will not have the excuse that I did not have enough time to study. The next thing that you're going to do is to pick out the best location to study. So make sure when you plan out your time, you want to know that you will be free from any distractions during those periods. So if needed, make sure you can go to the library when you're open, or to study centers, or if you're at home, I'll make sure nobody's going to be at home. If needed, make sure your study time is within the time frames for your library or study center. And then check the times for those places, especially if there's like a holiday or some type of seasonal operation going on. You want to take all of that into advance. Dive even deeper into the details by checking bus stops, locations, and times if you have to depend on public transportation as well. So the next thing that you want to do is embrace your learning and study techniques. Not everyone studies the same ways, which is the reason why you need to figure out the best way that works for you. So remember from my previous video of retaining more knowledge that you should aim to take handwritten notes. Well, this is the time to pull those notes out. You have to know what you need to study ahead of time. Most of the times we're given a syllabi and the outlines of chapters that we're going to be covered in each exam. If you are lucky enough, your teacher or professor will even give you a study guide that kind of resembles or is mocked up to be similar to the exam or test that you're going to be taking. That way there will be no surprises when exam day comes. And then you want to master and focus on one objective at a time. So this may seem impossible if you have like a lot of material that you need to study in a short amount of time, which is why it is crucial to follow my first tip: schedule everything out in advance. That way you will have enough of time to really gain that knowledge that you need for each objective. Most of the time, objectives, they correlate with each other and one ties into another. So the more that you understand the first objective, the better you'll be able to understand the second one. The next thing is that you do not want to be afraid to ask for any help. So if you figure out that you absolutely need guidance on something, get the help immediately. The longer you take to get the help, the longer it's going to take for you to retain the material, keep it fresh in your head. As you are taught the material, ask questions. Ask the teacher right there if you have something that you just do not understand, or wait until after class to talk with the teacher or teaching assistant. That way, everything that you are uncertain about is cleared up right then and there. All right, sometimes the material can seem very difficult to learn, especially if you have a teacher that is, very complicated and doesn't make the points of the material really clear. At this point, I suggest that you reach to a tutor or study service that will help you understand the topic, okay? So I do not recommend using sites that will complete the work for you. Don't do that. Don't do that, because you need help and guidance to actually understand the material. You're not going to have that same service available when you go and complete your exam. So knock that off. Go sit down with a tutor, go through a boot camp session with me so that you can really understand what needs to happen when you're taking the test, okay? So if that is not available to you, like a tutor that's like free at the campus or wherever you're located, or you cannot find a study service, feel free to book a session with me online by going to the Works. My website down below is www.worksuccess.com. And here I offer extensive tutoring on specific math and science subjects, as well as other disciplines, including writing, programming, engineering, and beyond. There is also a membership option where you can join my Facebook group for a low monthly rate. I get it, you are a college student, so for $9.77, you can have access to me, my peers, and our knowledge for the low, okay? So, but with this service, you can post a question to the group, and one of the tutors will respond within 12 hours during the weekend and even faster during the week. Also, subscribe to the channel so that you can stay notified on any new videos that will help you in different areas of your life. I'll see you next time.